Hey people, Carlo here with a brand new video on building blocks. It's been a while since I got one of these videos. I've been doing, the car dash cam and action figures or whatever, but I'm back to building bricks and a time-lapse unboxing of this. Not exactly Lego, but it's called Oxford building bricks. And these guys are, well, I got this made in Korea. I got this off of eBay from a Korean seller, and this was shipped from South Korea, and it was pretty fast shipping, took 2 weeks, and I was pretty impressed, on the other side of the world. And it's obviously the joint security area, and if you don't know what that is, that's the Demilitarized Zone, the DMZ, right on the border between South and North Korea. And this is where this is basically a representation of building of the border. So once I finish building it, you'll see. Right there's the line, here are the meeting houses, and there's the North Korean side, the big building. If you look on YouTube, you're going to see all the videos of the actual building. My brother actually went into a tour, and he was able to go into one of these meeting houses. But yeah, anyway, joint security area. Bought this off of eBay. It's a bit pricey. It was like $73 US, so it's not cheap for a Lego knockoff. And it's made in Korea, shipped from Korea, and here's all the Korean letterings and all that kind of stuff from the box, bottom of the box, the side. Here's the top, and here's the back. A few pictures. There are two versions. This is the newer version, and here's a picture of the older version. So before 2001, here's 2018. Definite improvement between the two. Here are the minifigures. I don't read Korean, but those are Korean characters. So yeah, the moment I saw it, I'm like, yep, gonna get it. Now I don't usually buy knockoff Lego or fake Lego or Lego wannabes, but this joint security area, the DMZ buildings, I just had to. It's for the weird stuff that Lego would never ever build. Then I'll buy. So, for instance, this, and I'll show you a couple others that I bought. Here's like this little office setting, and the Last Supper. This is a heavy set. Not gonna do any of these. YouTube it, and you'll find more videos on that. And the instruction booklet. Oh, I thought it was like a calendar. So it's basically like Lego. You have little red outlines on where you're supposed to put the pieces. Piece count. So not much else to say about this. Alright, so let me get to it. Alright, I'm done. It took me about an hour, 472 pieces. Wasn't too bad to build. There's good enough variety. A little repetitive on the windows here, and yeah, it wasn't too bad. So here you go. It's a pretty big set. Here's the interior. As you can see, you got tables and chairs on the inside there. Nothing on the top. You can stick a couple of your own people in there if you want. I didn't put any of the stickers on, so here are the stickers. So these will go on the green plaques here, and then that is the main sign there. MP on this guy, press on this guy, and I don't know what the rest of the stars are on these helmets. To let you note on these Oxford bricks, I gotta say the quality of it's pretty solid. These pieces are pretty solid. They're very Lego-like. I mean, I gotta say they're very sturdy, just like Lego. The only thing that this does not equal in Lego is the snapping, like when they're actually connected to each other. Like, sure, it's snug, but then at times some pieces are very loose. Like this comes off very easily. This thing's popped off a bunch of times on me. And also another weird thing about the Oxford bricks, I don't know if you can see. Every once in a while, right there. Okay, you got solid studs and then you got a empty stud. See, empty stud. Now, let me see if I can do this. See, you got filled in studs and then you got empty studs. Now, the only reason why I'm pointing that out is because if you're into symmetry and want to keep everything symmetric, that luckily a lot of these railings are covering up a lot of those empty studs. But then it's tough to keep the sets symmetric. See, for instance, here, empty. If I had this piece turned around, this stud would be over here, while this one would be here, and it won't be symmetric, and you'd be like, "Err," right? But anyway, there's the finished set. Give you some close-ups of the minifig. So this is the press guy. He comes with a vest, smiling, and a backpack on there, which is just held onto with a single stud. And then you got the commander with his beret and his his worried look. Now their claw hands. Oh, so their claw hands here. Okay, for instance, this guy, he came. Whoops. This guy came with a camera. However, it does not stay in his hand at all. Like, it's very loose. And his joints are very, very loose too. Right, so, oh yeah, now you stay on. When I was trying to put it on earlier, they kept popping off. Now, there you go, see? And he came apart there. So that's the one thing about knockoff Lego minifigures, is that they're not, the figures themselves are not high quality. So you'll notice a big difference in, see, his sleeve and then his actual arm. There's an actual elbow joint right there. So it comes apart right there at the elbow, and it goes in like that. Whereas real Lego guys is always by the hand. These guys are so loose. And here's the North Korean dudes. Him with his dude. We're like, dude. His little facial expression. And this guy, the more angrier, meaner. One thing also, I don't know why they have this plant here. And this was like one of the early steps, like first, second, or third step. They put it on there so early. So while you're building the rest of it, it keeps popping off. Should have just left it till the end. Oh, here's some accessories. I do like these accessories that it came with. You got 2 iPhones, or two smartphones, and 1 iPad. The only problem is there's no sticker to put on them, so they don't come with a screen or anything, which is unfortunate. That would have been cool. Okay, that's pretty good. You can use this with real Lego photos. So if you want to take a look inside the meeting houses, the pavilions, or whatever you want to call them. So 1 single boardroom table in each side. And then the border, I guess, did I place it correctly? I'm not sure. So there's the border right there, the line border. It's supposed to cut the meeting room in half, so maybe I gotta move. No, I didn't connect it correctly. Maybe not. Well, whatever. Half the boardroom is North Korea, and the other half is South Korea. So if you visit the real DMZ, it's exactly the same thing. And the roofs are just connected by there. And to give you a scale of how big this set is, here's my custom-made Donald Trump brick heads right beside it. Alright, let me see. There you go. So the brick heads The meeting boardroom little building is as big as the brickhead. And to go to the main room, there you go. He stands 1 story tall. That's how big it is. Chairman Kim, I love you. You sent me a nice letter. I love you. Big word. Stable genius. Alright. So there you have it. Oxford. See, popped off. Oxford building blocks or bricks. BM35222. There you go. That's good. Oh, wait. Joint security area, aka the Demilitarized Zone, DMZ, South Korea, North Korea.